All right, everyone, welcome back from me and this useless wet dog that's been out in the rainstorm. Let's talk about this because this is something that I feel like people are going to get confused on, which is, can you get a deal right now on a house? Because all of the headlines, and we'll try to do some dedicated videos, I'm sure, coming up on, just kind of hit you with the facts and the stats on what's happening in the real estate market, because things are definitely in that like shift point right now where they they seem to be changing. Just to give you a couple, for example, so new home sales fell 19%, which is the to the lowest level since April 2020, which is notable because, hey, that was when they were at their absolute rock bottom because of COVID, because April 2020 was when everyone thought the world was over, so no one wanted to move or anything like that. 19% of listings reduced their price over the past month. That's something we haven't seen in a minute. Inventory is going up, mortgage applications are down, and all of that is of note because this is the busy real estate time of year. This is the time of year that everyone, it's spring, summer. This is when people move right now. They want to list their house, get into their new house, do it while the kids are out of school, and it's not cold and snowing and all that kind of stuff. So things to be down during the busy time of year is notable. Excuse me. Which begs the question, so can I get a deal right now? Does that mean I should go like start lowballing and get a deal? I hate to hit you with the cliched answer, but it depends. It entirely depends. These national stats, because these national stats and headlines that you're seeing have, in some cases, zero bearing on what's happening in your local market, right? Local determines everything, with one caveat. Local doesn't necessarily determine interest rates. Interest rates is a national thing, right? So in terms of things that matter for you locally that happen on a federal level, well, yeah, that would be interest rates. Outside of that, look, if you live, let's just say you live in Salt Lake, and you're like, well, hey, in LA or New York, listings are down and everything, who gives a shit? Doesn't matter. You buying a house in LA, New York, then who gives a shit? Look at Salt Lake City. That's where the data matters, right? So you really need to right now not get, if you're in a position to buy, right? Maybe you're sitting on cash and you've been waiting for that dip and things to cool off. Don't get too excited right now because the national stats just don't matter. Like, you've got to look at your local market. If in your local market things are still selling for 30 grand above asking price and that, people are waiving due diligence deadlines, then cool. Those are the rules of the game. The rules of the game happen locally, not nationally. Okay. So ignore most of the headlines that you guys will see on the CNBCs and everything like that. Because if you want to know the truth, well, the truth is you need to get the data from a local agent who's like, hey, based on what we're seeing, here's where you're at right now. You might be able to get a deal. Maybe you can start offering 10 grand less or whatever. Maybe there are less bidding wars or whatever, but maybe not. So it just depends, guys. I know I'm talking in circles a little bit here, but I feel like some people are going to be getting excited about headlines. Some people are be getting depressed about them. But the answer is, it's just going to depend on your local area in terms of if you can get a deal or not. On the whiskey front real quick, so Maker's 46 is nothing particularly unique or new or anything like that. But I'd never had it. I'd had this bottle for a couple months, finally cracked it. Pleasantly surprised, because much to my disappointment, I'm not actually a big Maker's Mark, just the standard stuff. I'm not a tremendous fan. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's kind of in the neutral category for me. The 46, oh yeah, right. They finish, it's barrel finished and with 10 French oak staves, I don't know. But damn, man, it really kind of adds some unique dynamics there, and I'm a big fan of it. So, hey, for what it's worth, goes in my recommend list. Not that you need to listen to me about what to drink. If you guys need real estate help, let me know. We don't just work in Utah. We help people all over the place. Frankly, more so outside of the state than we do in the state, just because that's the way social media stuff works. So if you need help, let us know on that front. If you got comments, drop them below. It gives us stuff to talk about on the show and just helps the damn channel because it's engagement. So drop a comment here and there. It helps us out. Beyond that, I hope you guys are doing good. See you next time.